Well, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Reverend Lee Pan Show. 17.9 and a quarter. More of my opinions and beliefs. Okay, I left off with the water wheels, the water turbine systems, and all. You can have that to where they got little buckets and whatnot shaped inside there. So when the water comes down the river, it gets caught inside the buckets and it turns the wheel around. Now you can rig this up, and I'll put, like I said, I'm going to post some schematics and stuff on my Facebook page so you can learn how to build this stuff. But by doing this, you can actually irrigate your crops by having the water simply come out and dump down into a reservoir that's gravity fed down into your piping that runs down into your gardens. Or you could actually hook up a water pump system that pumps the water through your piping system and irrigates your fields and stuff for your crops and stuff. And also it'll take water to your village too, so you ain't got to carry drinking water and bathing water. I can show you how to hook up shower systems and stuff like that to take baths and whatnot. And I'll throw all that on there too when I get a chance. It'll probably be December or January, like I said. Also, you can hook hydrostatic motors up to that. So when the when the water turns the water wheel, or the turbine, it's basically like a turbine motor, just older fashioned. I mean, they've had it thousands of years ago. The Romans and the Egyptians and stuff used that technology, and way before them even people that you people don't even know exist that use that technology. But you can get it to where it turns that wheel in it and run a belt system to the hydrostatic generator, which will turn the generator and create power so you can run power to your village and stuff. You just got to run the poles, and you got plenty of trees there you can cut down and make poles, and run you some cable and stuff to run the electric through, and run you some lights in your huts or whatnot. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do with your surroundings that you have that you can make these things happen, because even the ancient people had this stuff. So just keep an eye on my Facebook page there, and like I said, sometime the end of December or around January, I should be back up and running, and I'll post that and a bunch of other stuff, different kinds of schematics and stuff that you can utilize to make your villages and stuff more accommodating and to your needs. So I'll make sure I post all that. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here. I keep getting cut off. I need to get a better system hooked up. But I'm just going to keep going until I do. I hate picking back up on stuff because then I kind of forget where I was at. And this is November 7th. The election day was yesterday. I don't even have no way to check the results or see if anybody won, or what kind of news is going on with that. So I'm completely in the dark what's happening there. I do notice that there are some people out there in some certain organizations, as well as I was talking about, we were getting other people that were calling for truces in the wars and stuff that's going on in the world. But also, I see there's community action services and stuff stepping up to the plate lately and starting to help homeless people and get services out there and stuff to people, so that they're finally getting some help and can get in out of this weather. And I'm really proud. I'm really proud of these people that are stepping up and taking actions to help their fellow human beings, because that's what everybody should do. No matter if you're a human being or any type of being, you should be treated with respect and treated decently, and you should never have to worry about anything, because this is what an advanced civilization would be, is not have to worry about anything. So, you keep on there and check my pan plan, and you read that. Like I told you, it ain't no different to what the big corporate companies and a lot of other companies offer their employees and stuff like that. There's other countries that actually do that around the world. And there's no way we could ever be overpopulated because we just got so much land that's uninhabited. So, I mean, that's just ridiculous. Not to mention the fact that I can terraform planets and moons to live on. I mean, it ain't that hard of a concept, and they know how to do it. They're just not doing it. Like I told you, Von Braun invented all that with Walt Disney and them. They sat down and got their heads together, and they came up with plans and plans and plans, and they invented all that way back in the 50s. So, bet you me they got that stuff already going on up there, and they're just not telling anybody. So, there's a lot of things that you don't know. And someday everybody's going to know because it's the way it should be. We shouldn't have secrets. Secrets are kept by deceptive people. You only have a secret if there's something you did wrong, or else it wouldn't be a secret. So, secrets are only deal with people that are untrustworthy. And there's no reason why we should have secrets from our fellow sisters and brothers around the world, regardless of whatever race or label or tag or color or religion or anything you wanna say is the difference that means anything, because it means nothing. I mean, there's no reason why everybody can't come together and live in peace and harmony with each other and work together and learn from each other differences, because this is what an advanced civilization does, as I've told you many times. Hold on, Cerberus. You're having a bad dream again, buddy. Don't worry. You're all right. Yeah, the other night he was going off because somebody was out lurking around the van area or something last night. So the other night, and we had to shut down for a while, see what was going on. Main thing is you got to start being decent to each other. You know, start treating each other with respect. You know, greet each other with smiles. People that cause fights and cause problems and cause troubles and anything like that, they just need to be taken out of our society, because we don't have places in our society for that kind of ignorance anymore. You know, we can't have corrupted criminals controlling the show and innocent people being locked in cages and jails and prisons just to put more money in their pocket. You know, it's just everything's a big scam. All this tax money that you're fucking just filling in their pockets left and right for whatever they want to come up with. They create every darn law they could think of, fines and penalties and fees and interests, and it's just maddening. And the world does not have to be this way, and it does not have to be designed this way. This is not this is not what the bigger picture is supposed to be. And the sooner that you all wake up and you take initiative and you step forward and you join me and my sisters and brothers around the world, and we stand together proud as one people and tell these criminals we are done with all their bull. We are done with the wars. We are done with the killing. We are done with all these stupid laws that just fills their pockets. There's only certain laws that we need, and we don't need tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff just to fill their pockets, because that's all it is. You know, they'll spend $100,000 on employees to say no to $60,000 worth of benefits to somebody that needs it. They spend more money finding reasons not to help people than what it would actually cost just to actually help people. And you wouldn't have to help people if you had your government designed intelligently. I mean, come on, this is ridiculous. I mean, even your system for people that supposedly get in trouble for these supposedly crimes that you say they commit because they got to survive one way or another on this bullshit. So they're forced to do whatever it takes because they're not going to let their children starve or live in the cold. So, and we shouldn't live in a society where somebody's got to choose between being bad or being an upstanding citizen just to survive and just to take care of their children. This is not the way an advanced society is. Everything in my plan is covered because you're all working. Everybody works one way or another. Even the kids in school work because, in my schools, you don't sit on your ass. You participate because on-hand experience is the best teacher. So, I mean, get a clue. You're not only, look at all these small businesses and stuff that are just getting started. We could put apprentices in there to help them with their business, as well as them teach their apprentice how to run the business that they're helping them with. So right there you go. They got an employee there, you know, and then you got other employees that could work there as well because there's got to be a limit for the younger ones when it comes to working. You're gonna some stuff you can do, some stuff you can't do. You can't ever put anybody in a dangerous situation. So that's definitely number one. Safety is always number one on my table. You know, a lot of companies have paid medical, company cars, 401k, CDs, IRAs, uh, paid housing or paid apartments that they give to their employees for perks and clothing expenses and even food expenses. And I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that you could get if it was designed the way it's supposed to be. And don't worry, business owners, you're not going to take that big of a hit as what you think. You're going to be happy because the way it works out, everybody's going to be happy. Business people are going to be happy, and consumers are going to be happy because everybody's going to get a fair shake all the way around. Like I said, you want a little more, you got to work for more. The more you want, the more you work. It's a simple concept. And I'm going to make sure that you learn more than one trade. So while you're going through your schooling programs and your university programs or whatnot, you're going to be acquiring all different types of skills and knowledge that can help you along your way. That you'll be able to adapt to about any situation possible. So I want to have groups of people where I can just start making groups and, we start terraforming other planets and whatnot, which is not really that hard to do if you know how to do it. It's just a matter of positioning stuff in the right position and in the right areas and the right distance. And you got to calculate for the orbits going in and out. Like I made a mistake when I was talking to him about Nibiru that one time, and I said 3,600 years, and then I came up with 450 somewhere. I don't know where that came out of, but what I was trying to say is 3,600 years would be the one average normal round that it comes around, and that would be when it's furthest out in its orbit, and then by the time it gets down to being coming in 13,000 years, you're looking at probably, and this is just an educated, estimated guess, but I'm assuming because the closer you get into the orbit, the closer you're going to get to your star, your sun, or whatever you want to call it, the morning star. Um, because basically that's what it is. The sun is the morning star, the morning angel. So the closer you get to your sun, the more magnetic pull it's going to have. So the slower the planet is going to it's going to move, and the further out that it goes, the less magnetic pull that it has. So the faster the planet's going to go around the orbit, you see, for the outer orbit. So say if it was just an estimated guess, say it's 36 one time, and the next time might be 33, and the next time might be 3,100 years, and the next time might be 3,000 years. And then there you go. I mean, it's just like that. But I mean, that's not actual crunching numbers. That's just numbers off the top of my head during the conversation. But you see what I'm saying? Because you're going in and out in the orbit. So when it's in the furthest outer part of the orbit, it takes longer to come back around. To where if it's on the closer part of the orbit towards its sun system, its sun or its star, um, that it'll take a shorter time to get here, but a longer time for it to go around the thing. So, I don't know, I ain't actually true either. I think it'd be the other way around then, wouldn't it? No, it'd have to be that way. Well, anyway, no matter which way I figured it, like I said, it was just a guess off the top of my head. I did not actually sit down and crunch the numbers on it. But there's a various differences in between the orbit going in and out. That's basically what you got to look at. I mean, I'd have to actually see it for myself and have the dates and everything all lined up to actually get the correct crunching numbers on all that. And I have not. I have not. I hear it's coming this way, though. I hear it's supposed to be here pretty soon. They're trying to say it's like 600 years away, but I'm thinking it's going to be a lot closer to what they're saying because, they're not going to actually tell anybody if the planet's getting ready to flip again. The chaos would be crazy. But in that case, what you need to do is you need to go down inside of them caves. Caves are your best bet. Find an area that's loaded with caves. Like take Missouri. Missouri has over 6,000 caves, and that's just the ones that's registered. That's not the ones that's not registered. That's only the ones that are registered that they know about. So there's probably lots of other caves that they don't know about. And what you need to do is when you're looking for your geological locations for safe points on the planets for these flips, is you want to find areas that has never been underwater. So that means there won't be any fossils of sea life or anything that's ever been recorded being found in those areas. So if there's no fossils of sea life and whatnot, then it's a good bet that it's never been underwater, and that's going to be a safe location. And then you got to find you a good enough cave that you can get a couple stories down in there. You want to get down in there kind of deep, and you want to make sure that it's all sealed off at the top up there. And you're going to have to make a habitat in there. I know how to do that, but some people, you get to get educated because you're going to have to build an entire habitat. Now, I can build an entire world inside of a rock. So it's capable of being done. You just got to have the technology and the intelligence to do it. And then you're going to have to tap down into your lower water table where the water is going to be pure so there ain't no contaminations being hit to it from whatever is happening above. So you're going to have to drop a well down through the bottom of that cave down into the water tablet, and you're going to have to find an area that's actually got some leeway so that way you don't flood yourself out put a hole in your ship kind of thing, because that wouldn't be good. And then the best way to do it is find a cave that's got an underground stream, or it's got a stream already running through it with good water and stuff in it. You could check that with kits and whatnot. And then start building your irrigation system. And, you could put water turbines in there for power, because a lot of times the them streams that's got water going through there. Like there's some streams in Missouri that are pushing 1 million gallons an hour. So that's more than enough water going through there to turn water turbines and create power on the inside. Make sure you have extra parts and stuff to last you a while, because you're going to be down there a few hundred years or more. Take down things that you can have fish farms and stuff, and raise fish, and then use the water to recycle into the water, so when the fish keeps clean water in there so they don't get disease and ick and whatnot. And then the water that you're flushing out that's dirty has already got their have them go down into storage containers that'll hold them, because this is going to be your food for your garden later, because it's got all that fish stuff in there. And let that ferment a little bit, and then run that down into your gardening system, and that'll make your